Before he passed away, a father called his son to his bedside. He reached under his pillow and pulled out an old, scratched pocket watch. He looked at his son and said, "This watch is 200 years old. It has been in our family for generations. But before I give it to you, I want you to do something for me." The father asked him to go to the jewelry store on the corner, tell them he wanted to sell it, and see how much they offered. The son did not understand the purpose, but he obeyed. He went to the jewelry store, came back, and said, "Father, they offered me only $100. They said it is old, scratched, and the glass is cracked." The father smiled weakly and said, "Okay. Now, go to the pawn shop downtown." The son went to the pawn shop, returned, and said, "Father, the pawn shop offered only $20. They said it is basically junk and not worth fixing." The father nodded and gave him one last instruction. "Now I want you to go to the museum. Show it to the antique expert there." The son walked to the museum. He was gone for a long time. When he finally came back, his face was pale, and his hands were shaking with excitement. He said, "Father, you won't believe it. The curator at the museum offered me $300,000. He said this is a rare masterpiece, one of the few left in the world, and they want to include it in their precious antique collection." The father held his son's hand and looked into his eyes with deep love. He said, "My son, I wanted you to see that the right place values you in the right way." He took a breath and continued, "Do not find yourself in the wrong place and get angry if you are not valued. Those who know your worth are those who appreciate you. Never stay in a place where no one sees your value." Friend, this story is for you. How often do you stay in a job, a relationship, or a friendship where you are treated like the scratched watch at the pawn shop? You try to fix yourself, you try to shine, but they only see the cracks. They only offer you scraps. But understand this, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. You are not junk just because you are in the wrong environment. You are a masterpiece. You just need to find your museum. If you feel worthless today, stop trying to convince the pawn shop. Pack your bags and find the place where you are celebrated, not just tolerated. If this story touched your heart, like this video so it reaches someone who needs to hear it today, and subscribe to Zen Wisdom Guru. Remember, know your worth and never settle for less.